Namaskaram. We have learned something about variables in our previous class. And in today's class, we are going to discuss some more features of variables and also arithmetic operators and expressions. First, we will discuss about some components of variables. First one is value that we have already discussed. Num equal to 5 means 5 is the value. This value 5 is assigned to the variable num using equal to, that is assignment operator. Next is about the identity of the variable. Identity means it is the address of a particular value which is stored in that variable in memory. I will show you. ID is the function which returns the address of a particular object. See, ID of num, address is displayed. Now num equal to 9. See the address ID of num is changed. Then see ID of 5. See, these two are same. Here num is having the value 5. Here I have given directly ID of 5. Next, age equal to 5. See, ID of age, same value. Even though the names of the variables are different, the ID is same. So it doesn't matter what the name of the variable is, but it matters the value. Next we will see the type of the variable. See here age equal to 5. Type of age, it is integer. That means type of a variable means it is the data type of the value which is stored in that variable. Here 5 is an integer value, so type of age is integer. Now age equal to, within quotes I am giving 5. What is the type of the variable? It is a string because I have given the value 5 in quotes. Age equal to 10.5. Type age, float. It's a float value. So type of a variable means it is the type of the value stored in that variable. Next is L value and R value of a variable. L value means what is there in the left hand side of the equal to operator, that is here it is X. That is the name of the variable is the L value. And R value is what is given in the right hand side of this equal to operator, that is 5 is the R value here. See in maths X equal to 5 is equivalent to 5 equal to X. But in our case it is not equal. X equal to 5 means the value 5 is assigned to X. And here 5 equal to X, there is no meaning for that statement. That is R value is going to assign to the L value. There is no rule to store a variable to a value. So it shows syntax error. And Y equal to X plus, it is valid. That is in the right hand side, that is the R value, you can give a value as well as you can give an expression. If you give Y equal to X plus 3, it will evaluate this expression and stores the result in Y. See the result Y, it is 8. If you want to assign same value for more than one variables, see you cannot give like this X comma Y equal to 6. It is invalid. You have to use X equal to Y equal to 6. Now the value of X is 6 and also the value of Y is 6. And another thing is, if you want to assign two values in two variables, you can use like this X comma Y equal to 5 comma 8. It is also valid. X is having the value 5 and Y is having the value 8. The first value stored in the first variable and the second value stored in the second variable. Next we will see arithmetic operators. First one is addition operator, that is plus. 3 plus 5, it is 8. A equal to 4, B equal to 6, A plus B 10. That is the values of A and B are added. See, only in this interactive mode you can give expressions like this directly. In script mode, that is in your program, you have to give print function for display. Okay, next one is subtraction. A minus B, it is minus 2. And for multiplication, we have to use the symbol star. A star B. You will get the product. Next operator is division. A divided by B. B divided by A. Division. Next operator is modulo or remainder. See, B modulus A. The result is 2. That is, when you divide B by A, you will get the quotient as 1 and the remainder 2. Another example, 4 modulus 2. Here 4 is exactly divisible by 2, so the result is 0. That is no remainder. 5 modulus 2, 1. Next is exponent. 3 star star 2. It is equivalent to 3 raised to 2. 2 star star 3, 8. 2 raised to 3. Next is integer division. 5 slash slash 2. The result is 2. That is integer division. Only the whole number part will come. That is, only the quotient will come. Once again, when you do 5 by 2, you will get 2.5. When you do 5 double slash 2, you will get 2. That is the whole number part only. Then when you do 5 modulus 2, you will get the remainder. So these are the Python arithmetic operators. Next we will see some expressions using these operators. We will see some Python expressions equivalent to mathematical expressions. First one, y equal to 2a plus b. The corresponding Python expression is y equal to 2 into, you have to specify the multiplication operation. Second one, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Python expression is a square, you can write a star star 2 plus 2 star a star b 2ab plus b star star 2 b square. Next one, a plus b plus c by 3. You have to write a plus b plus c divided by 3. If you forgot to give bracket, if it is like this, first it will calculate c by 3, then that result only will be added with b and a. We will see the precedence of arithmetic operators. The first priority is for the parenthesis, next is for exponent, then negation, that is minus 5, minus 3, etc. Then division, integer division, multiplication and modulus operation. All these are having same priority. At last, addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction are having same priority. So the highest priority is for the parenthesis and the lowest priority is for addition and subtraction. This just like your math board mass rule. Bracket off. Here no off. Division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Divisions and multiplication are having same priority and addition and subtraction are having same priority. So when you write expressions, you have to remember these priority rules. These arithmetic operators can be classified into two: unary operators and binary operators. Unary operator means, see, -5. Here this minus operator is having only one operand, that is 5. So it is a unary operator. So an operator which is having only one operand, we will call it as unary operator. -5 plus 6. This minus and plus are unary operators. And binary operators means the operators which are having two operands. 4 plus 7. Here this plus symbol is having two operands, 4 and 7. So here this plus symbol is a binary operator. 6 star 3. It is a binary operator. Next we will see how some of the arithmetic operators works with strings. See, high plus everyone. These strings are added together. It is called string concatenation. So two strings can be concatenated using plus operator. Next, hello into 3. Hello star 3. Hello is repeated 3 times. Next is shorthand or augmented assignment operators. X equal to 2, x plus equal to 1 means x equal to x plus 1. X plus equal to 1 means it is equivalent to x equal to x plus 1. We will see after execution what is the value of x. It is 3. That is x equal to x plus 1. The value of x is 2 initially. 2 plus 1 is 3. Similarly, you can use x minus equal to 3. X star equal to 2. It is equivalent to x equal to x into 2. Similarly, you can use this for all the arithmetic operators. X slash equal to x double slash equal to x modulus equal to. These are some shorthand notations. Next we will see some output questions based on what we studied. First we will do a simple question. A equal to 3, b equal to a plus 2, a plus equal to b, print a comma b. Before execution we will do a dry run. See how to do it manually. We have two variables a and b. Initially the value of a is 3. Then b equal to a plus 2. Value of a is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Next is a plus equal to b. That means a equal to a plus b. Value of a is 3 and value of b is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So when a plus equal to b is executed, we will get the value of a as 8. Next statement is print AB. It displays the value of A and B. See, output means what we get as a display, not these calculations. That is what you get after the execution of these statements. So an output means it is actually the result of the print statement. Here value of A is 8 and value of B is 5. So you have to get 8, 5. We will see after execution. 8, 5. Here is the next question. Try it yourself. First pause the video, do it, then continue. Here is the answer. Okay, next question. This I will solve for you. See, my dry run. We have two variables, x and y. The value of x is 5 initially, then y equal to 2 into x, that is 2 into 5, y is 10. Next statement is x plus equal to x plus y. It is equivalent to x equal to x plus, then x plus y together, x plus y, x plus y. The value of x plus y is 10 plus 5, that is 15. 15 plus 5 equal to 20. The result of this expression is assigned again to x. So the value of x is 20. And next statement is y into equal to x plus y. We will see that is equal to y star, then x plus y. X plus y. That is, first you have to find out the value of x plus y, then multiply with y. So x plus y is 20 plus 10, 30. 30 into y, that is 10. 30 into 10 is 300. So the value of y is 300 here. The result is stored in y, so the value of y is 300. Next is print xy. See, the answer of output question is the result of output statement. Here it is print. Okay, we will see the result. F5, 20, 300. If only x is here in print, what will be the output of this program? It is only 20. Even though you calculate the values of both x and y, if only x is there in the print statement, the output of this question is only 20. That is what I said. The answer of an output question is the result of print statement. It is based on the print statement. You may make mistakes in these type of statements. Here you have to find out x plus y first, then multiply with y. Here it is addition, so it doesn't matter whether you calculate x plus y first or you calculate x plus y. But here it matters, you have to find out x plus y first. And if the display is like this, x, comma, and y, what will be the output? You have to write 20 and 300. That is, the question is not to find out the values of x and y. The question is find the output. So you have to write the correct output. Similarly, if it is like this, print x, print y, you will get 20, in the next line 300. Your answer must be like this. Okay, make your own questions like this and try to answer. Okay, we are going to wind up here. We have discussed some components of variables, arithmetic operators, expressions, and the combination of assignment operator and the arithmetic operator, that is shorthand or augmented assignment operators. Hope you can follow me. Thank you.